Well, hi there. This is Kevin Moffat doing a very quick silk scarf demo, just to give you a general idea of what happens with when I do my silk scarves. So this is also a part of Manna Art and Manna Silks, and there's Manna Tees, and there's Kevin Moffat acrylic flow painting as well. That's the recent addition. So I thought I'd give you a general idea of how this works. I buy a blank silk scarf, and this has to be washed to make sure there's no oils in it, and then it's stretched in a frame like this to make sure it's not touching the table, because that would be disastrous. Your colors would be everywhere and you'd be looking like mud. And once it's stretched, and I usually do these, like a dozen at a time, so I can stack them up with these frames. I add color depending on which one I'm doing, and you can see the different color arrangements. There's at least 50 different choices in color arrangements, most of which you can find on mannasilks.com, and there'll be a link as well when the new Manna Art website is going to be up very soon. I'm very excited about that. So the colors that I'm using are technically an alcohol dye. These are the high-end way of doing things, and you can do a water-based dye as well, but the colors aren't as strong that way. That's totally up to you what you want to use. It's just different dynamics that are going on. With an alcohol dye, you can do other things with it, so far as and what I do here is adding salt to it and some more water to it, which makes the color move around. So I'll put the colors in the arrangement that I need depending on which one I'm doing, and either edge it or don't edge it, and I can add the color either by brush or I can spray it on with different sprayers. And then you can see there's different colors here, and depending on the volumes of the things that I use. Then I can spray the whole thing down and add salt to it. And I use a very coarse Celtic salt. This tends to be a larger grain. There's another type of salt I also use too, which are like big squares, and it does different things to the dynamic of the color. So that's what happens with the blank, and then I have to take them out of the frame once they dry for 24 hours. Then I have to steam fix them, and what happens with that is I have to roll them into sheets of paper, and I have a very tall column of steamer that they have to hang in for. I do them for 3 hours. I'm told an hour and a half is enough, but I don't trust that. I do it for 3 hours. And then I take it out of the paper, then I can wash them, because at that point the color is fixed into the fabric. It won't blend, it won't bleed, or you won't see the color coming out in your wash or anything like that. And then once it's washed, then I iron them again, and in the wash there is a fabric softener as well, because the salt sometimes makes the fabric a little stiff. But when you get it, it's the hand, as it's termed, is very soft. It's about what is termed the hand, and that is the texture and softness of the silk. And there's a sheen that comes out, and the dynamics of the colors and what happens with the different designs is just outstanding when you use these products and you do this kind of method. So here you see the different colors. This is the different sizes. This is a half by 54. This is a 14 by 72. And the one behind here is 44 by 72. That's this piece as well. And see what happens with the fabric. The silk is just like wonderful and flowing. And this one's called Mystic. This is one of my favorites. And what happens when you add the water to the dye and put the salt in it, it just pulls the color around and does wonderful things with it. So there you have that. And with Manna Silks, these are all free shipping. The cost to me is not that huge, so I decided to make it free to you. And there is also a wholesale advantage to this as well. If you're part of a store or you want to bring it into your gift store or accessory shop, gift shop, you can contact me or my rep, and we can talk about that. There are wholesale prices for all this. And we can get you all set up. So go to either mannaart.com or you can go to mannasilks.com, and you can see the arrangement that's available. If you don't see it there, then certainly call me and we'll talk about that. And because I didn't list every color on the website, it just gets a little crazy. So, and there are also ways of contacting me through the website as well. I'm on Facebook with Manna Silks. I'm on Etsy with Manna Silks. So there's different ways of going about it. Right now, the retail price on these is $50, but the actual retail price should be $70 to $75. That is the normal retail price. And because of the price of silk, I'm holding the line so far in the times that we're in. The price of silk has gone up dramatically, but so far I'm holding the line. So if you're interested in these, I wouldn't wait, because I'm hoping that when the world kind of levels out a little bit, the price is going to come back down a little bit with the silks, so I won't have to raise my price. But that's where we're at. That's Manna Silks. Hope you've enjoyed that, and we'll see you soon. Come back more for Manna Teas later as well.